There are templates that are designed for doing this technique, and they come in 3 sizes. This is the large size, this is medium, and the one clipped right here is the small one. We're going to work with the large one today. Circle, square, written directions and diagrams that go with it. They each come as sets. Okay, we're going to take the block that's going to go on the front of our quilt, we're going to turn it to the back side. We're going to take the circle template, put it down on the back side, and mark around it all the way around with a mechanical pencil or whatever tool is your preference. Then after doing that, we're going to take our large, less than traditional ruler. You're going to place that curve right down on the curve that you marked on your fabric. And right here it says cut along edge of ruler between marks for turning large circles. You can do that with a rotary cutter. Of course, you want to make sure you have your cutting mat underneath. Okay, so now you've cut your slit. You've cut out all these squares, and you're going to start layering. You're going to put down a square of your Thermore batting, or whatever thin batting you're using, but I highly recommend this. Then you're going to take a square of your backing, and you're going to put that right side up. You're going to take your quilt block that you marked your circle on and cut your slit in. You're going to put that right side down because you're going to be making these inside out. Now you'll put a few pins pointing outward so you leave no slack in the center of your block, and you're going to sew right on that top of that line that you marked. Sew on the line all the way around. Now we have sewn on that line. We're going to take our cutting arcs, and these are designed 1/4 the circumference of whatever size we're using. The cutting arcs include the seam allowance. It's etched right on the arc. So what you're going to do, using your mat and rotary cutter, you're going to put that arc down so that the line etched on it lines right up with that seam that you just sewed. Then you're going to take your rotary cutter and you're going to trim. This is the protection for your fingers. You only have to move it 3 times because it's 1/4 the circumference of your circle. So fast and easy, you've got them all trimmed off. Now our next step, we need to turn. That's what the slit was for. We're going to turn all of these circles right through that slit that we made right on our quilt block. You're going to now take your square template, and you're going to line your square template up parallel with the slit. Then you're going to line it up point to curve, still parallel with the slit, and you're going to mark, let me turn this around, I'm right-handed. You're going to mark 1 sewing line, only 1. Pin really well, just like your pattern shows. Now you're going to sew these 2 together. Now we're going to open them up and pin base these flaps down. Now you're going to take your large, less than traditional ruler. You want to line that 9 up right on that seam. So you just say 9 on the line. Push it slightly past the point of the wedge, just slightly. Then look back and make sure that the seam is still being covered by the line. Now you're going to mark that 1 continuous straight line across there. That's your sewing line. Now you're going to pin base these flaps. You're going to line them up, you're going to pin it just like your pattern shows. Now you're ready to sew these together. So now we're ready to pin base these flaps down. Always using your purple thing. And look at this. Wonderful, wonderful sharp points, and you never ever sewed a point at all. So now we're going to pin base these flaps back. And imagine you see pins in it. It will look like this. So here's your unit of 4. Slits are hidden under the flaps. No binding. We're going to start at number 1. We're going to go around to 2, down to 3, over to 4, and right back up to number 1 where we started. This unit is totally finished. Once you've made a unit of 4, you know how to make any size project you want to make because it's all repetition. You just keep doing more of what you've been doing. Once you have these basic templates, everything is ongoing. Every new pattern, you will still go back to use your basic templates to start that pattern. And there are always new patterns coming continually over the years, and always will be.